right, so how amazing is this? Not only are we over here at Jimmy Diresta's, but Kevin O'Connor from This Old House is here filming with Jimmy. So, I don't know, it's pretty amazing, two legends. All right, this is the pad. You can see they got what they call like a base layer down. It's a little bit different than ours. It's more like a river bed almost. That's what they compared it to. 40 by 72. It's a little bit wet out this morning. My only concern will be getting a concrete truck back here later, but I don't think we're going to see rain for the next day or two, so hopefully it dries up. And biggest thing will be getting through these sort of rocks. Not too bad. Auger does have flighting that they can go up in, but I've seen some other rocks like that one right there. That's stuff like that will mess us up. We'll be doing some hand digging, but that's what I got Greg for. First thing we got to do is get our jet stakes pounded in for our bat boards. We got our corners marked. So we'll get our bat boards set up. Then we can get our strings up and get an exact building dimension. We got the bat boards all installed. Now we're going to go and lay out our string lines, which we use the nails that we set earlier as guides to temporarily put our strings up, and then we will check all of our measurements in square. So you can see got the 4 corner bat boards over here, and then we've got our nails by these orange marks that are basically the representation of the outside of our walls, and we'll just put our strings right over top of them for now. So as you can see, all we do is we take our string line and we just line it up over top of our nail, and then we set a nail on our bat board here, and that's where we'll tie this first string to, and that'll be our constant. We'll basically leave this string up, and then we'll use it to measure off all these other 3 sides. All right, so we've got all of our holes marked, and we are now going to try this digging out, see how it goes. So wish us luck. Never dug in upstate New York. Struggling with holes, but we finally hit one that we were able to get all the way down. Man, I hope the rest of them go like that. Wouldn't that be nice? Because nothing worse than hitting big rocks with the auger. It throws off your hole, turns it into a huge pain. So we have basically dug every hole as much as we could. Like if you take a look at this hole here, you can see we got down pretty close to the frost lines, which is 4 foot. This one though, we only got about 3 foot. You keep going down the line, you get to some where we only got about 1 foot. That means basically there's a lot of hand digging in our future. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of our string lines back up. We're gonna make sure that our hole locations are correct, because as we hit rocks, sometimes our auger likes to spin out and then it changes our location. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our strings up, we're gonna measure everything out, then we're gonna double check, make sure our locations are right, and then move the ones that we have to if they moved on us while we were digging. And then after lunch, we're gonna go ahead and just start doing some hand digging. All right, just got back from lunch, got the truck, got our sonotubes, our brackets. We're gonna go ahead and get done every hole that we can. That way, when the concrete truck shows up, we know we've got work ahead of us and we've got a place for that concrete to go. And then we will basically come back, and what I've done is I've gone, and as you can see here, this was a problem hole. we didn't get very far, and as soon as we must have hit a rock over here somewhere because it pushed our auger over. That line is actually where we want our hole to be. So right here. So what we're going to do is we'll hand dig this area, we'll get it down to a level playing ground, and then we'll re-dig this. Same thing here. You can see we didn't get far. My hole's over here, but I kind of want it this way, so that's what we'll do. I got a bunch of holes marked that basically tell us we need to do a little bit of work on it. But so far so good. What I expected. New York is up in the mountains here. It's not in the fertile plains of the Midwest, so digging wasn't going to be easy, but we got it. Greg's been doing a lot of hand digging, getting that workout. All right, so I've got the wall laser set up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with my grade stick, and I'm going to find the highest point. I'm going to find the highest point on the pad, and that is going to basically signify the top of our sonotube. So what I'll do is I will just go around, I'll find out where that laser line is on the story pole here with the receiver, and that will, I'll just keep moving this up until I find the highest point on the pad, and then that will be the top of our sonotubes. That's the longest day that we have had in a long time. It's just after 7 o'clock. We got all of our holes dug, all of our piers, sonotubes set. We're gonna run around and get our final double check on our measurements, and we'll be ready for concrete in the morning. Early morning, got concrete coming in about 25 minutes, so we're gonna basically just double check all of our measurements, make sure we're good to go, and then we'll set these brackets in some concrete. Concrete truck. Nice, we've got our concrete poured. Willie's already over here getting the site all cleaned up. Will, you just can't sit still, can you?
I love to work.
Nice. Love to work.
Love to work.
So we will get all our strings marked out, and then we'll set our brackets right to the string line. Perfect. Well, here we sit and wait. We've got how many holes? 12 holes? 12 holes. Yeah. Like 12 holes. We're waiting on one more truck to come in with concrete. So it's gorgeous out here. I I wish we had time to go explore in the mountains or do anything, but I guess we got to wrap up today, get home, and then start scheduling to get back out here to actually build the building. The fun part. Digging holes, not so much fun. Greg might have liked it. I didn't. I don't think Greg ever wants to dig holes in New York again, to be honest. All right, truck number 2. Got a couple more holes. We'll be out of here. Awesome. Awesome. Brackets done. Greg, we did it. Let's head back to Illinois. New York, we'll see you soon. All right, Jimmy, so how long have you been waiting for this building to start?
Oh man, since 2004. I bought this property with the whole purpose was to build a barn, and finally, 13 years later.
Maker shop, great. It's gonna start the process.